Yeah, today we are going to see about what is microprocessor and microcontrollers. So the main difference we are seeing the diagram here. So what is a microprocessor? Arithmetic and logistic unit. We are having a arithmetic and logistic unit here. So the microprocessor mainly consists of accumulators and working register. So these two are the main part of the microprocessor. So we additionally we are having a program counter, stack pointer, clock circuit and interrupt circuit. So these are the block diagram of microprocessor. So just we are going to see the um, diagram of block diagram of microcontroller. So we are having an internal ROM here. So as per ALU, assembly language unit will be there, and timer will be there. Internal output ports will be there. Circuits will be there. Clock, a stack pointer, interrupt, accumulator register, and the internal stack pointer, program counter. So these are the block diagram for microcontroller. So the microprocessor contains ALU, general purpose registers, stack pointer, program counter, clock, timing circuit, interrupt circuit. So it has many instructions to move data between. So it has the instruction to data between memory and CPU. So instruction, it has many instruction like 8051. So microprocessor having many instructions to generate the data between CPU and memory. So when the CPU is giving some instructions to the memory, it will move the data to the accumulator or register to store the data. So it is a few bit handling instruction. So we know that how many bits are there. It's a 8 bit, 4 bit, 6 8 bit, 16 bit, 32 bit will be there. So it is a less few bit handling instruction. So less number of pins are multifunctional. So here some pins will be multifunctional. There will be no more as compared to the microcontroller. We don't have a much pin to be multifunctional. There are only a few pins will be multifunctional. So single memory map for data and code program. So when the memory and opcode program will be stored in the single memory. So access time for the memory and IO are more. So accessing time will be more for the memory and internal output ports. So a microprocessor based system requires additional hardware. Yeah, you have to see microprocessor is consist of registers, counters, and there will be IC, many ICs. Here will be the LED board. Many hardwares will be additional hardwares will be required to build a microprocessor. So large number of instructions with flexible addressing modes. Yeah. So microcontroller contains a circuit. Here, this is the difference between a microprocessor. This is the example for a microprocessor. So now we are going to tell about the microcontroller. So microcontroller contains the circuitry of microprocessor, and in addition, in built in ROM, RAM, IO devices, timer, and counters. Yeah. As simply we say that microcontroller having the circuitry other than, if no, we are having a microprocessor in the microcontroller, but in addition to the microprocessor we are having a ROM, that is a read only memory, a random access memory, internal output devices, timers and counters will be there in the microcontroller than the microprocessor. In addition, with microprocessor parts, the microcontroller having these parts. So it has a few instructions to the move data between memory and CPU. Clearly see, it is here in the instruction will be more in the microprocessor, but here comparing to the microcontroller, we are having a less instruction to move the data between memory and CPU. So it has many bit handling. Yeah, we are seeing that microcontroller having many bit, but microprocessor having a few bit. So Here more number of pins are multifunctional. Yeah, there we are seeing less number of pins are multifunctional. Here more number of pins are multiple, which we are adding more extra to them to multifunction. We can do the more process at a single time. So separate memory map for data and code. Let less access time for built in a memory and IO. So it requires a less additional hardware. Unlike microprocessor having a many additional hardware requirements, we don't have enough hardware for the microcontroller to be built. So less flexible, since the additional circuits which is residing inside the microcontroller is fixed for the particular controller. So limited number of instructions with the addressing mode. This is the main difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. Thank you.